Morning guys, Majin of Darkness here. I'm bringing you a deck profile for my March 2012 deck. It's a Manga Judai theme. That's not to be confused with a Manga Judai deck. It's a theme based on Manga Judai, but it's actually Hero Gate with sort of a lot of playability staples and things in there. So I'm going to show you the deck, and I'm taking it to a tournament today, so we'll see how we get on. So first up, 2 Ice Edge for popping back rows. A lot of people play things like Starlight Road in this format, so it's good for knocking that out before I hit them with Acid or something like that. Check out Crower Crest's video on Acid for a nice little combo with this guy, and chain linking, which makes Acid invincible to Bottomless Trap Hole and things when it's summoned. So this guy's really good. A couple of Voltic for special summoning from the remove and play pile and going into the Shining. Stratos, staple. Heat for Nova Master, and for using a Voltic, Voltic, and then getting out Heat and powering up for really high attack points. 1 Prisma to drop Heat, and the next card you'll see Ocean and Woodsman as well. These guys are good for setting up for Miracle Fusion plays with Prisma, and also they go into Absolute Zero and Gaia respectively, as well as their variant masked hero forms as well. Next I run 3 Duality. 3 might seem too heavy in a Hero Gate build, but it's very good turn 1 to get the appropriate cards I need into my hand, whether that be Fusion Gate or Emergency Call or something like that, Miracle Fusion. And the idea is to just filter through the cards I need, put back the ones I don't, get an E-Call to my hand and put the monsters back, or whatever. If not, it's good MST Bait or Super Poly Food or Ice Edge Food. So there's plenty of things that I can do with this if I don't use it. So it also gives me good control. If I've got a Shining out and they're defending themselves, I can use it to pick out key cards like MST, which can turn the game around. 3 is very good, and I'd suggest trying it out. 3 E-Call, standard. 3 Fusion Gate. I like running 3. Some people only run 2, but I like to guarantee that I get my first hand. Very occasionally I will get too many in my first hand, but there's still a lot of players that play field cards, Dark Worlds, Gravekeeper's not so much, Dragonity's not so much, but it's still a very good way to counter other people's field cards as well. Plus 3 MST, I think you need to run 3 of these. At the moment I'm testing 3 Mass Change. The reason for this is because I've got so much searchability in my monsters that if I get this in my hand, it's not long before I can get a compatible monster, and just starts the game up. If I haven't got Fusion Gate, or I can't fuse straight away, this is a fantastic way of fusing and getting that big monster until I can set my combo up. It's a 1 card trade-off. Plus it goes into Acid off of 0 for a full field nuke. Also goes into Diane, which is amazing. It's a very good card, and I never seems to be dead in my hand. 3 Miracle Fusion again. Brilliant, the best top deck in the game in my idea. It's just a really good card, and again, never dead. Prisma fuels this first turn. If I open with 1 in my first turn, I can E-Call into Prisma, drop an Ocean, and go straight into the Shining or Absolute Zero, which is a really strong start to a game. I run 3 MST. the reason why I run 3 over 2, I used to run 2, I read Patrick Hoban's article on Mystical Space Typhoon on Alter Reality Games. If you haven't seen it, I suggest you check it out. It's a very versatile card. As I say, a lot of people are running Starlight Road, and I have been hit with Starlight Road when I've used Acid's effect before, and this card just saves me from Starlight Road. If I can pop it with MST, then it's really good. Also picks off solemn warnings and things that can hurt Stratos. And the reason why I'm 3 in the main and I side a Heavy Storm is because I don't know whether I'm going to go first or not. And if I go first, then I don't want to open with Heavy Storm because otherwise I can't set back rows. So I and things like Fusion Gate I can't play first turn because then Heavy Storm means I've got to blow it up if they play a heavy back row. So in game 2 I'll side in Heavy Storm over something, one of these probably. But in game 1 I just run 3 MST because I don't want to hit my own cards like Fusion Gate. And I've got Acid for a back row nuke if I need to. 2 Terraforming just opens up Fusion Gate. Again, that's quite heavy. Most people only run 1, but I like 2. And like I say, if I use, because I got 3 duality, if I've already got a Fusion Gate or 2 in my hand, and I'm going to draw a third one, I can shuffle them back into my deck with duality, speed the deck up that way. And having 2 Fusion Gate in my hand isn't particularly bad. I run 1 Super Poly for now, until SQ Radio comes out, then I might run 2. But there's a lot of Insectors going around at the moment, so this isn't always live. And I'll side in a second one if I need to against the matchup. But 1's good in the main deck, and I can always discard it for Dark Worlds or Insectors if I need to. Monster Reborn, staple, gets back Stratos. Rota, another search card. I should say the reason why I run such a low monster count, I only run 9 monsters, is because I've got so much search with equal, and 9 seems to be a really good number and it's working for me well at the moment. I did run 13, but that was just too many, and I found my hand got clogged with monsters, so 9 is a good number. Dark Hole, standard, as I say, no Heavy Storm, that's in the side deck. 2 Torrential Tribute, fantastic off the Shining. If I've got the Shining out, I set this, they summon something bigger and stronger, or something I don't like Insectors, flip this, and kill off their monster and replace my 2 heroes with the Shining's effect. A couple of Solemn Warning, staple. Starlight Road, because I run a lot of cards that stay on the field. I've got quite a few traps. I've got more traps in the side, and I run things like Fusion Gate. I can knock this out and get a Stardust Dragon if they try and Heavy Storm me. Mirror Force, semi-staple. I'm not too worried about Trigonities. Insectors. With this, it's a very good card. I can always side it out. And a Solemn Judgment, again to protect my back rows, and it's just standard. So that's the main deck that I'm running today. We'll go into the Instruct. Because it's a Manga Judai variant, I've got a lot of his cards in here. I can't actually make Inferno, but both of them are good for dumping cards with Prisma. And I could make Terra Firma if I wanted to go for the Terra Firma Absolute Zero combo, which I have done occasionally to win games. It's not bad, but mostly there for the dump. 3 Shining, a staple. Always have 3 Shining. If I could run 4 or 5, I probably would. That's my key monster. Another key monster is Absolute Zero. Water target, very good against Insectors. I make this over the Shining in Insector matches because it just causes them so many problems, because even if they pop it, they lose all their cards anyway. So if you're playing Insectors, run this over the Shining 9 times out of 10. I found that's much better. 1 Nova Master, only need 1 really. Good for Super Poly plays and for Heat. Again, one great tornado. Same thing really. Only run it with Stratos. Has helped me in a few games if they've got a lot of. They swarm a lot of big monsters like heretic dragons. It's good for reducing their attack points. All of them. They can't get over them then. They've got to do a lot more setting up in order to power them up. One Gaia. Check out Crow Cresta's video again on Masked Hero Diane and this guy. Very, very good. Basically summon it, halve the monster attack points, attack another one, then mass change into Diane, attack the one that you've halved, and then get out a Voltic, say, attack, get out another Voltic, attack, get out Stratos. Very good, all off this guy. I had a game where I did that. I had Miracle Fusion and Mass Change in my hand, and I went into Gaia, Mass Change, Voltic, Stratos, or Heat, I can't remember, and then won for game. That was off of 2 cards. This guy is not as bad as everybody says. Plus he's in there for Super Poly plays as well. Vapor, still got a very big place in my deck. Good for Insectors, perfect for Insectors really, because he can't be destroyed by card effects. It's a nice ability, don't overlook it. When Diane, I got this through the post the other day along with Acid. Very, very good card, as I've said. Good for special summoning and ending games. And he's got massive attack and defense, so, change a Woodsman into this and, very difficult to run over. You guys know how good this thing is. Acid. So Harpy's Feather Duster. Off of Absolute Zero, it's a full field nuke. You can mass change to chain link 2. It means that this guy's summon becomes unnegatable, bar Solemn Warning obviously, or Judgment. Other than that, you can't bottomless trap hole it. It's just fantastic, and it blows up back rows, nets you some good card advantage, and mustn't forget its other ability to minus their attack points by 300. That does help, shouldn't be overlooked. It does sort of, reduce hefty monsters down to a manageable attack point boost. So, don't forget about that. It is good. And one Stardust Dragon, last but not least, for Starlight Road really. Get a free summon off. So that's the deck and the extra deck. I won't see the side yet because it's not complete. I've got to get some Chain Disappearance off my brother, but essentially it's fairly similar. Maxis, Effect Veilers, Chain, Light Imprisoning, Dark Imprisoning, or Shadow Imprisoning, and Chain Disappearance. I think I run a couple of Royal Decrees, Super Poly, and Heavy Storm, something like that. So, but this is the main of the main of the extra deck. So, wish me luck today. I'll post some videos if I can. And I'll let you know how we get on later. Thanks, guys.